Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Medieval Engineers. I'm the Radio Man 03. As always, it is very awesome to have you along. I am bound and determined to get this thing to work. Now, what I've done is I've got this this kind of set up. Oh, I don't want to walk too far away from here. I'm putting dirt back. I'm building up this side because, of course, we were off. But you can see now the rope is pretty darn straight across here. We're good across here now. So I think I've got a good base for what we need to plant our crops. So I'm going to take care of this first. So I've got an inventory full of dirt. I got just a little bit of food. We're out of berries, so I can't cook any of the really good food. So I'm going to have to go berry hunting today too. But I'm going to do that. So I have found that this is actually working out much better for me. I've thanks to some of your tips, it seems to work better. You can see it. It's hard to see actually, but I can see just barely underneath the white. It's easier to bring the ground up than down. And one of you a few episodes back said, try shift and dig. And shift dig will actually take out quite a chunk of dirt, but when you build it back up, it doesn't go above this white line, this white fog we have here on the ground. So I've just been kind of moving around. You can kind of see some of the shadows underneath here. And I just kind of keep doing this, and I keep filling it in. And I look for some other little shadows and come over here and do like so, and it's starting to work out pretty good. So it's only going to build the land up to the fog. It's not going to go above the fog. Will it be super flat when it's done? I don't think it will be, but it is going to be, I think, high enough for the crops to plant. And that's been our problem on this side because the ground just was not flat. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to do this until I get it done. It's my Saturday today. It is 11 o'clock in the morning, and I am bound and determined. We're stuck at home because the monsoon season is just so brutal this year. It's just really wreaking havoc on the area. There's so much water going down everywhere. So I have to get this all taken care of. I'm going to get the dirt put in, and then when I'm done with the dirt, what we're going to do is we're going to work on getting this guy to move back and forth better. And there's two things I think I did wrong last time. Is the rope drum on this end was the wrong direction. And I think what's the best choice, and what I think we've all talked about in the comments, is that we should have a rope drum on this corner, one on this corner, attached to this beam right here, and then one on that corner and one on that corner. And then the crank will be in the middle. So that way, when we're cranking stuff, we're actually pulling it evenly on both sides. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do all that in today's episode. It's probably going to take me several hours to record it, but I'm going to cut in and out and show you guys what I'm doing, and we're just going to keep going. And I'm going to get this to work. I want this to work. If it doesn't, then we'll give up on the rope idea. I know some of you have given up on the ropes altogether, and you just push it back and forth, and it's probably a lot less of a headache. It's probably very easy to do, and it only takes a few minutes. But I would really like to work on the engineering part of this and see if we can't get this to work out and figure out. So I'll be back when I get the dirt done and we move on to the next piece of the project. But for now, this is what I'm doing. I'm just I'm laying dirt, people. Welcome back. I'm just out getting some berries. We needed some berries. We were all out of berries. I have the soil taken care of, except for one area. I seem to be having some trouble getting it to kind of balance out and level out. It's really kind of a strange spot. I'll show it to you here in a second. I'm just going to go up inside here, and I don't know why I went in there and jumped over this, but this is going to be the kitchen eventually. Eventually, this will be the kitchen. I made up a bunch of bread, so we've got some food. But yeah, we were all out of berries, so I wanted to throw some more berries in here. We've got actually an abundance of berries. I'm just going to eat that one. And that one's full of food. That one's almost full of food. Boy, I think I've got room in here for maybe some berries. Yeah, look at all the wheat and stuff. We're really doing well with the food supplies, that's for sure. We're doing pretty good. We never have to worry about food. And we'll drop that in there. And let's go ahead and make up some more rope. Okay, so wow, that's all I can make, huh? Okay. There we go. 5 rope. That's all the flax I have, and I just turned all the flax into seed for the farm. So I don't know that I have any more, but I wanted to see if we could plant it first. Do I have the soil up high enough yet or not? So that's what I wanted to test first. So I filled up all of the seed bins, the planters. I filled them all up, and we're going to try it out and see how it does. I do have food on me, right? Yeah, I've got 7 bread on me. Okay, we're good to go. The dirt worked out pretty good, but like I said, there is one spot that's just got this really weird little area to it that just the dirt will not change shape no matter what. I've dug way down and brought it back up. I've used a pick, I used a shovel, I've used all kinds of stuff. So I think if I take the stakes out and the ropes out, maybe it'll behave better. But I'll show that to you before we try this out. Open sesame. Thank you very much. And then if we don't get this working today, we'll hold off on it and we'll work on something different. But here's the land right now. The sun's coming up, so it's easier to see. You can see we've got a few divots here and there, but nothing too dramatic. It's pretty good. It's actually really good. Now, you can see that this does not quite go up to the rope. Not quite. So I'm hoping... You can see now, though, when you look over at the harvesters and stuff, it's a little bit lower on this side, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. That sits a little bit higher, but then again, there's some dirt back there that's piled up, and we've got some timber back there, so it's a little misleading. So I think we've got that set up pretty good, but this area right here, I cannot get it to do anything. Like I said, I've dug it way down and brought it back up, and it doesn't want to do anything. I don't have any dirt in my inventory, do I? No, I don't. It just won't come back up. It's got this weird groove to it. And I've dug all the way back to here and around this whole corner out and stuff, and I've tried to fill in this area over here, and it just does not want to behave. So we'll see if I can do something with that. We had a little something plant when it rolled back, if we can get it to work afterwards. So right now what we have is we've got a bunch of wheat planted. There's wheat, there's herbs, cabbages, wheat, flax, lots of flax. All the flax we have. Wheat, and that's all of it. Okay, so that's all of it. So I'm going to knock the plows down, and we're going to see if we can get this thing to plant. And I'm going to push it, but I want to see if it's going to plant this side. So we're going to just give it a little bit of a nudge. There we go. That's what I want to see. It's picking up the plants as it lays them, though. Is it going too slow, maybe? Look at that. Why is it doing that in the middle, but not on the sides? What a waste of seed. You know what this tells me? I would be better off plowing the land first, pulling the plows up, and then, because we're just wasting seed here, and then bringing the harvester back. Either that, or what it has to be done is there has to be a gap. There has to be, nope, don't you go back, don't you go back, don't go back. Stay right here, attaboy. There has to be a gap between the plow and the seeder. So what I would do is I would take, no, I don't want you going back this way. Trying to get up on top of this thing. Let's turn these off. If I had a timber between the plow and the seeder, I think that would allow the plow to be far enough ahead of the seeder so that it's almost like they're kind of glitching together right here, right? That's what it kind of seems like to me. Otherwise, what I can do now is well, that makes it kind of interesting, doesn't it? Because, yeah, you can see the plow is plowing up the seeds that we're planting. So now let's take it back. Let's go all the way back with it. And we should be able to get those rows planted that screwed up. Yeah, okay, so we definitely have our ground set right. That's good news, huh? Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at it work. Oh, that's glorious. I love that. Okay, dirt situation resolved, right? Yeah, that is spectacular. Look at that. Okay, we ran out of these guys. The cabbages got wasted. Man, that's the last plant you want wasted too. It takes 5 cabbages to make a seed bag. You really don't want to do that. Lovely. I think I could make some more seeds. Let's see. I think I've got a few more cabbages in here. I do. Okay, so I can make just a few more bags. 1, 2, 3... 4. Let's make one more. We'll drop these guys in here. And where was our cabbages? I want to get a nice full row of cabbage. Cabbage was right in here, I believe. Oh, there was seed in there. maybe it's some kind of a hiccup? Nevertheless, it's working now. Yeah, I think what it's going to have to be is what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to plow the land first, bring the machine back, come down, disengage all the plows, put the seeder down, and then run the seeder back and forth until it completely seeds the entire area, because you can just see, depending on the speed of the device, it's going to alter how it plants. I feel like it's missing two right in here, perhaps. But overall, we got our ground situation taken care of. We got herbs. I'm just trying to see if I can see these guys. Do I have anything to make a torch? Let's see. Let's craft a torch real quick. You guys can see better. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Very nice. Okay, very good, very good. Now, it doesn't plant back here, but it does back here. That's interesting. It's okay. No big deal. Oh, she's coming back. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, we're missing a couple right here, but it may be that we ran out of seeds. Coming down then going back again. We did waste some with the plow. And we don't even plant back in this corner right here. So this, what I think I'll do is I'll probably take this down and make this come out too across here so that we've got an extra platform up here for extra storage if we want to. Oh, we're missing a whole row of wheat right here. Did I run out of seeds in here? Let's take a look and see. I bet I did. No, I did not. Let's see if it plants it. And if not, why not? Is it too close to the cedar next to it? No, because it's planting rows down there. So why isn't it planting rows here? Need to get up there. That's weird. What do you guys think? All the others guys have got a timber space between them, as you can see here. There's a spaced timber, but this one in the middle does not have that. It does not have that. What I could do is just kind of take one out and kind of try to put it in the middle somewhere, and then just have the one in there instead of having the two. It rolls really nice now. So the next step for today is to, I'd say this is pretty successful outside of not knowing why it's doing this right here. We can come back to that. The main thing is I can see now that we're planting a lot better. We can utilize all of this land over here, which looks really great. But the next step is to set up our rope drums. So again, like I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one here. That's going to attach right up here in the middle. And then we're going to put one on that side that attaches to the middle. And then the same thing down there. We'll put a rope drum over there and a rope drum over here. And then we're going to run, we'll put the wheel, the running wheel, the crank in the middle here so we can crank it down. It doesn't have to be in the middle. It could be over here if we wanted to, I believe. So we may do something like that too. Oh, here comes the sun. Look at that. Nice. The big moon going away. It's beautiful. There we go. We're going to see our crops. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so success there. Almost a complete success. We've got a little bit of work left to do on that, but it seems to be working out pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back again, and we're going to get, I'm going to get one of these set up, and then we'll build one together, and then I'll get the other two put together, and we'll see if we can't get this thing to roll back and forth better than it was yesterday. What I think yesterday, the last episode, I think what it is since that rope drum down there wasn't spun around the opposite direction, it was meeting in the middle and getting stuck in the middle because it wasn't sure which direction it wanted to go because both rope drums were pulling in the same direction. So we'll swap some of that stuff around and see if we can't get this thing to work. So I'll be right back. We got stupid outside. Oh, jeez. He just got smarter. Welcome back, you guys. I'm working on the machine the mechanisms. That's right, die barbarian. What do you got for food in your bag, buddy? Oh, a little goulash, huh? I'll take that goulash. Delish. As a matter of fact, I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna eat his goulash and his roots. Oh, yummy. Oh, look at that. Save me a trip. Don't have to use my own bread. That's perfect. I'm getting some more timber. Ooh, wait a second. What happened here? We don't want this busted piece of junk in our inventory down there. No, we have a good sort. Thank you very much. I'm getting some more timbers. We need some round timbers. I'm trying to work out getting the actual crank that we're going to use to move this back and forth put in place in the middle. It can't be right in the center. It's just not going to be in the center because it's even numbers, I guess. And then I've run into a different problem too, and I'll show you when I get back. But I think it's going to work. And then we've got to make a couple more rope drums for the other side too. And that should be actually enough of that. Let's get rid of these berries and those roots. And there we go. We're going to take this skull and put that down when we get back. Oh, I forgot to get the root, the stump. Hold on, one stump. Coming up. There we go, beautiful. I think it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. It's not going to be exactly right on the wheels themselves, but it's going to, we're going to have, hopefully, an even distribution of the pull and push on each side of where the wheels are. So I think it's going to work. I'll show you what I've got going on right now. Inventory. We need to make some round timbers. We might as well make a bunch of those because I've got others actually ready to go. Let's get our skull put down with the rest of them. Anybody comes out here and dies by my hand gets placed right here. You can see I've been busy. I had actually barbarian skulls glitch out the other day where I had 2 in my inventory and I was able to just keep putting them down. So that's going to go there like that, over and over and over again, by the way. I threw all those skulls out. So like that, empty hand, 0. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be able to stand here and turn the mechanism this way from there to there. So you can see I've got rope drum here and a rope drum here. You know what? See that little box on the screen there with the arrow? Does that tell me which way the rope drum is going? Is that what that's telling me? That the rope is going over the top here? I don't know. I think it might be. Anyways, that's the idea here, okay? And then we're going to have some tight quarters here, some really tight quarters here. I didn't quite make this as big as I probably should have. I kind of went smaller than I normally do, which is a very weird thing for me, but it did happen. I'm going to put that over there. This guy here, I'm going to want him to come out farther this way. Let's grab some regular timber. Let's get enough in it here so we've got what we need. And we're going to need 2 rope drums and, oh boy, 1, 2. We're going to need some catch blocks as well. This is going to get expensive here. Rope drums. Let's see what the rope drums cost us. Rope. I thought so. Dang it. Okay. I've got a little bit, but we actually put... Well, that's going to work. So Alt-click and we should get 12. There we go. That's going to work. I've got a catch block here, but we're going to need more of those for sure. Let's go back in here. Let's get the rope drums made first. Oh, we had 1 rope in here already. And we need round timbers and... oops. Grabbed all of those. And there we go. So rope drum, we need 2 more of those guys. That's good. We should have enough rope to be able to try this out today. I hope. Otherwise, we got to wait for the flags to grow. And I got my timber here. Let's take that timber back out of there. Oh, no, actually, let's put that back. We do need... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough round timber in here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 of them? We have 4, so I need 2 more. I need 2 more of these guys. What am I missing now? Regular timber. And 1 more. I think I have some back at the house, but it doesn't really matter. We can make more. That's okay. And I'm going to take that rope with me too because we're going to need that. So I just put a couple of little chests here just to kind of hold our stuff. So yeah, there we've got these guys over here for the other side. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so let's grab this guy. Oh, okay, I can't do that. Escape. And I've got that on my bar. Okay, 7. We're going to come out from here. Now, once we put these on, as far as Toshba says, we do not want to bump this stuff. Oh. Let's bring this back just a little bit. What about right here? And let's go number 8. I'm going to bring this down to number 3 and get in the middle here. Why does this look weird to me? What have I done wrong here? What have I done wrong? Let's try to turn this a little bit. See if we get that straight up and down. Here, what we'll do is we'll put this on here, and then we'll be able to see. I think we want that straight up and down. Just a little bit more. It's difficult to get it to turn just right, but I think if we do this here, we should be able to get that pretty lined up. That looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty straight. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to go down to a number 1 timber here. Here. And here. That should be balanced there. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to do number 3 over on this side as well. And we've got to pull this out a little bit. I just want it so it's just past this right here. That should work. Number 8. Number 1 there, and a number 1 right there. Okay, so that looks beautiful. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now the next thing we need is our these guys right here, the rope eye plates. Do we have any more of these in here? Oh, we sure do, yeah. I made a bunch. Every time you make 1 piece of iron, it gives you 5. It doesn't actually say that, but that's what it does. So we're going to put these guys... Nope, you're in the wrong direction. Turn them. Okay, that's those guys there. Excuse me. It's been a couple of hours I've been working at this now. I'm in the way. R, there we go. Click it into place. There we go. That's so weird how one time's it one way and one it's the other. Okay, so there we go. So now we got that all taken care of. So this guy should be good to go. This guy here should be good to go. Now we have to mimic this identically on the other side and then flip our rope drums around. I'm trying to get this done while the daylight is here so we can just see better. And then a number 7 goes here. Number 7 here. Okay, beautiful. Now the rope drums. Well, you're here, so I'll just do the rope drums right now. Let's see what happens. I have no idea, but I spun it. Now this one, is this one spun or not? How do you know? That to me is something that should just be eliminated from the game. When you put the rope drum on, whichever way it's being pulled, it turns. You don't have to... I don't know that there's anything really easy way to tell which way that rope drum is going. That's my opinion. But it seems kind of weird that we've got to, you know, try to figure that out. We're going to do that one there. We're going to do this guy right here, and then we're going to run out of timber. And go back and get some more. Isn't that crazy? I love it. Got to go through a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's just, it's like, really now I may not have those right. That's going to ruin stuff. It just breaks it. I've come so close to breaking this machine a couple of times. It's a lot of work. As you guys know, if you're playing in survival, it is a lot of work. Do I have both of them on here? I do. So I'm going number 6, and I'm going to take this down to a number 1. And we're going to put this in the middle. And, oh shoot. I needed to bring this out a little bit, didn't I? Totally forgot about that. These guys have got to come out a little bit so the ropes aren't being messed with by the wheels. So let's go back to our inventory. Let's grab our long poles. Let's put those down the rope drum number. And I think that was correct there, huh? Like that. And looks to me like this side goes out a little bit farther. So what I might do is I might redo that one down there because I don't think I needed to come out that far. Now we're going to go with the number 3. And a number 1. And a number 1. We'll put those metal eyelets on after we get this set up, so it's not the weight. I'm worried about the weight. Because you'll see these things start to turn all by themselves because you put weight on it. There we go. So number 8. Now we're on the eyelets. Turn it. Turn it. There we go. They got those guys all set and secured. You're looking good. I need 2 more of those guys. Okay, we'll fix this one down here too. I'll tell you what, I'll come back. You can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to bring this guy down a little bit, and we'll get this worked out so it looks uniform. It needs to be uniform through and through, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I've got the ropes all situated here now. Now what I'm going to do is get the eyelets put on here so we've got something to attach to pull it back and forth. So I'm going to put a number 3 here and a number 3 here. We come down here so we stay nice and even. Number 3. Number 3. We've got our eyelets right here, and we're actually going to be running the rope. What the heck is wrong with you? Spin. I believe that is pretty much right in the middle there. And then we're going to put another one right over here in the middle. There we go. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. We can actually put this guy right in here too. Let's go ahead and get this guy put in. This is going to be for the return crank. Okay, so that takes care of that. So we've got our eyelets in. The wheels look like they're far enough back for me to make me happy. So I'm good with that. Now we're going to take our rope and we're going to attach it to here. Ooh, almost jumped over the wall. Attach it here, run it down, and attach to the drum. Bingo. Okay, now just so I don't do anything out of order, I'm going to go all the way down to the eyelet on this side and bring the rope back. It seems to me like this thing is pretty picky about how you put things, in which order you put things. So again, I'm going to go ahead and jump up here. We're going to attach that to the rope eyelet, and then we're going to run down. I don't know that that really matters, but better safe than sorry. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to attach to this rope drum right here. Alright, awesome. I'm thinking I would like to put some sort of a guard over the top of the wheels. So something is going to come up over here and go down this way just so these stay on track all the time. I just feel like it's necessary. So let's give this a whirl. This should pull it to us. So I'm going to try F first. F is not activating it, so I'm going to go Shift F. Okay, crops aren't ripe yet, so it shouldn't pick them. I'm hoping I can get this taken care of and back down to their side before the sun comes up. So we're going to come down here, be really careful to stop it before it gets all the way down here. I don't want it getting pinched up against these bumpers down here and then, you know, going for a crazy ride. Okay, we need to bring it in a little bit closer than that, though. That's not going to work. So, oh. I don't know. Is it okay? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Let's leave it like that. We're going to give it a whirl like that. Okay, so now, eyelet. down to this rope drum, and hopefully this rope drum is on correctly and turned around. I don't know how to tell, but I guess if it doesn't work, we know we have to flip them. So we're going to do that. I'm going to come down to this eyelet here first. Eyelet. Oh boy, guys, we're almost there. I know, you're all holding your breath for me, and I thank you very much for that. There we go. Okay. All right, now I should be able to go down here and send it back. I'm actually going to save the game right now because if for some reason this gets annihilated, I want to be able to back out and not lose the progress that I have right now. Let my stamina come up a little bit. We're also going to eat a little bit of food. Yeah, that's right. If this thing for some reason destroys, I will back out of this game and I will come back in to a point where it is not destroyed and we will figure it out. But I do not want to lose my farm material, my farm machine. You can see, I can see right now this rope is going upwards like this. It's not quite even. Okay, so there's everything. Let's go escape. Let's go save. Yes. Okay. Now F should send it back, I think. Okay, so this is working against each other here. One's pushing, one's pulling. Why? Why does it change like that? You saw it roll all the way down here just fine. Why does it change? It's back on track down there. I need to switch one side or the other of the rope drums to make sure they're both going in the same direction. Oh, unbelievable. I know not... Okay. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to take and take this rope off of here. I'm going to switch these rope drums around. Let's try this. Let's try this on camera. I'm going to try it with you guys. We'll see. I'm going to take this rope off of here. I think these guys are okay. I think it's this one down on this side here that's the problem. I think he's working against us. So we're going to take that rope drum out and we're going to spin it around. I have no freaking clue. I'm just totally guessing here. All right. This is probably my fourth or fifth try. Some of it you've seen, some of it you haven't seen. I actually gave up in some frustration and I actually said goodbye, but I just feel like I need to try again. So one of you sent me a link to a video. Unfortunately, it's all in creative mode, so I don't know if that actually works in this, and it's from 2015, and I'd tell you what the video is, but I don't know if it worked yet. So if it did, I'll put it in the description down below. The suggestion is that when you have the rope drum in your hand, you put it in your hand and you face it this direction and click it into place. Okay, so that's what I did. Boom. Got that one put into place there. Take the second rope drum and I put it in place this way on this side. So we've connected to that side on the same side, this side on the same side. Then you're supposed to come down on the other end, take the rope drum, and again, pointing at it this direction is what I'm doing, always at this direction. I put the rope drum on, spin it once, twice. See, that's just it. I hit E twice. Spin, spin. Oh, I wonder if I should hit Q instead. Well, we'll see. And then I did the same thing over here. And did it twice as well over here. Made sure all these, I took all these apart, made sure they're nice and straight. all that good stuff. The crops are ready. The flax and the cabbages actually harvested. The herbs harvested too. The herbs harvested as well, but it's mostly sticks in there. So that's something interesting. We'll have to take a look at that anyways. I'm not quite sure if I'm right about that either, but just a little frustrating, but we'll give it a whirl here again. I'm going to put this on. A lot of you are having the same trouble I am, where you can get it to run down the first time just fine, but then when you put your other rope on, it does not want to pull. So pull back. It gets stuck in the middle, or it starts jumping all over the place. I believe I've got the ropes, both ends of these on. It's on there. And it's on here too. So okay, so yeah, it's one of those things. We're learning. Okay, so F is not what you do to use to get this to pull back. So now I'm going to go Shift F, and here it comes. It's harvesting all of the food, the wheat, the flax, all that good stuff. Lots of food. We're going to get it over to this side here, and then we're going to stop it. There we go. Okay. We're good. Looks like we're good. Okay, number 7. I can hear a little bit of tension on the ropes. I'm just, you know, it's tough when it continues to roll. You don't want to have too much slack, and you don't want to have it too tight either. If it's too tight, it's going to flip right up over the top of this thing. So we're going to do that there. And we're going to come down here and hook on this rope right here. And we're going to come down this side. Again. If it doesn't work this time, I don't know what to do. And we're going to click right on there. Beautiful. I'm going to save so I don't lose anything. We're going to save it right here. Excuse me. This has been a long time in the making here. We're going to hit F. We're going to try that again with F. What is going on with this thing? Shift F. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, it's going to break it. It's going to absolutely break it. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to lose that. I want the machine to at least be able to push back and forth. So if you've got some very explicit instruction on how to get this to work, you let me know. But I'm not getting it. I don't understand what the difference is about these rope drums. I feel like I've done everything that was supposed to be done, and it still just grabs it and runs away with it. It looks to me like it may have saved while we were in the process of doing this here. Hopefully it did not. We will see in just a second. If I take the rope drums off, it should stop doing what it's doing, although I think we're going to have an explosion here right away. No. Okay, I'm just going to take this rope drum off. There we go. That should relieve all tension. I don't get it. I don't understand what it's doing or why it's acting the way it is acting, but what I can do is I can push this thing back and forth with manpower, and it'll work just fine. So until I know exactly what it is I'm doing wrong, and I mean exactly what's going wrong with this, I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm at the end of my rope. Let's put it that way. I'm at the end of my rope on this one. And I know a lot of you others are out there too. Sorry I could not get this worked out and get it to work for us, but you can see it's just jumping all over the place. It's got something to do with the drums. And when you watch somebody doing a video in creative mode doesn't always work the same as in this mode, survival mode. It just doesn't. I can't just click magically things in my hands. It doesn't work that way. So that also is a little frustrating to see things in creative mode when, and then an older video also. It's a very old video, so I don't know that those mechanics still apply. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, and we are going to use it by hand for now. We've got a whole harvest in there. We would have lost the entire machine had I not pulled off of that and just let it go. So I'm not going to lose what I have here. It works just fine when I push it, so that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys are okay with that. Maybe we'll come back and visit it another time, but right now I don't trust the mechanics of the rope drums or anything else. It just doesn't seem very stable. Even the storage building, our timber truck and stuff, the first time I put it together, everything worked just fine, and backing out of the game, coming into the game, out of the game, in the game, the more I build, it just seems to work. It works less and less accurately each time. And it's not that it's set up wrong, because we know it works. We put it together and it does work. It's just there's just something wrong with how these mechanics work. That's all I can come up with. That's all I can think. Is there's just something wrong with the way it works, and I'm taking damage over here. And then these guys pinch too. There we go. There we go. So at least let's give it a whirl here one more time by hand. Like so. Do I still have seeds in here? I'm going to take all the seeds out. I think you don't want to seed it until afterwards. Like so. I should be able to walk right down the center here and just push it along. It works just fine this way. Plowing the land just fine. You can hear clunking and stuff up there, but that's okay. This doesn't seem to bother it at all. It's seeded a little bit, but not a whole lot. There's a little bit of seed left in here. I do need to come up with a way to get up and over the top of this thing much better. The dirt work is done. That was a big chunk of what I wanted. The dirt work finished, so that's nice. I'm going to try to get these plows up. So the land is all plowed now. There we go. They're all up. I can fill these guys up with seeds again, and we can redo the whole thing, and seed it and harvest it and all that good stuff. No big deal. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Sorry, it's a little frustrating. I know. I gave it a shot. I've spent, I want to say 5 hours monkeying with this thing, and I've just kind of had enough of it. So I'm going to go ahead and quit for now, and we'll try it again somewhere down the road. Maybe Keen Software House can help us out with it. Maybe you guys saw something exactly, like I say, exactly what I did wrong, and then we'll come back and revisit it. But until then, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.